everyone, Glenda Mollet here, and I'm in my craft room stamping with you today. I'm showing you how to do another one of the Snailed It Bundle cards. Isn't this cute? I love it. Okay, and there's the envelope and the inside. Now you can color him if you want. I chose not to. I don't know why I keep calling these things hymns. Okay, so I have an envelope. I have a thick white card base, a 5 1/4 by 4 white piece for the inside, a 3 by 5 1/2 to do the squares, and it's the one that says SQ on the bottom. Okay, just let me move it up so you can see it. And then there's a 3 1/2 by 1 3/4 piece, and that's for the pieces, which in this case is just that snail and 2 small mushrooms. And then there's a piece of Oso Ombre designer paper that is 1 1/2 by 5 1/2, the dots, and one that is 4 by 3. I just about lost these again. Okay. They're flying everywhere. I'm just putting it back on the plastic. Now stay there. A piece of basic blacks, 5 1/2 by 1 5/8. That's going to layer with that. Now some of you will have gotten blue and some will have gotten green ombre designer paper. And then there's a piece with the present on that we have to fussy cut. Okay. Don't lose pieces. Oh. And where's my ribbon? I know it was here. There it is, on the floor. And a piece of black glitter ribbon that's 7 inches. Okay, let's get this designer paper attached to the basic black piece. And then we have to wrap our ribbon around that. So this butts up against each end and has a equal border on both sides. Just like that-ish. Okay, now this ribbon is really difficult to keep in place because it's tough to bend, so I'm just going to bring out some tear and tape to hold it on. So you just wrap that around in the middle like that. You don't want it too tight, but you don't want it floppy loose either. Now let's just check and make sure that it's on there straight. No, it's not. Okay, I'll move it over a tad. All right, now I'm going to take some tear and tape and go right over the top of it, like that, just so that it does not move. There we are. Now this will go onto the card base. I have to take the liners off the tear and tape now. There. We'll just put this right onto the card. Oh, avalanche. All right. So I'm going to leave a little bit on against the fold there. Not too much. There we go. Okay, that's that. Now, the happy birthday I pulled from the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set because I really like how whimsical that one is. And it's just going in memento at the bottom of the card. And I'm going to do it now. I'm hoping that it'll be in the right place when it comes time. And if you don't get it straight, either let it go. I like this because this font lends itself to being crooked and it doesn't look too bad. Or you could stamp it and punch it out. Okay, this piece that says SQ is going to get 2 of those squares die cut. Now they're not really squares, they're rectangles, but that's okay. I'll do one at a time. As soon as I find my die. There it is. And then this piece I'm going to die cut the envelope out of. So move it around to where you think it looks good on the piece, and we'll run those 2 through. Okay. Now I have another one of these to cut out. So I will just do that right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, that die can go away. This die can go away. Don't need that anymore. Oh, sponges. Need sponges. Need 2 sponges. Okay. Actually, I think I used the blending brushes. I'll just get my green and blue blending brush. So if you have sponges, you can use those. If you have blending brushes, you can use those. So I saw a little tip on Facebook from one of the other demonstrators on using these and how to clean them. And she said all she does, she's been using them for years, and all she does is have a microfiber cloth beside her and clean it off on that. And you don't have to wash them. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a little bit of the ink with the blending brush. And I'm going to do kind of ombre this way. I don't want it too dark. And I'm just going back and forth. There, that's all I want to do. And then apparently you just use your microfiber cloth and clean it, and then put it on scrap paper until it stops bleeding color, and you're done. So there we go. Next is Bermuda Bay. Pick up some color from Bermuda Bay pad and do the same thing. That's it. I just wanted to add a little bit of color. Now I did try to go around the outside of a piece of cardstock, you know, for the inside. Yeah, it doesn't work very well. Okay, those are done. Now, I need to find this piece that says P, as I'm going to stamp. I'm going to stamp the dude. Now, this stamp has "You've Got Mail" on it, but when you die cut it, that doesn't show. That part is cut off. So if you want that part on your card, you have to fussy cut it. Okay, what's the inside? Oh, we might as well stamp the inside while we're here. As soon as I got the ink open, we'll use this. The big dude. The big kahuna snail. on this side. I don't usually do on this side, but for now I'm doing on this side. There we are. And while I have the ink out, let's do my name on the back. Then I can put the ink away and I'll have to worry about it. I think I'm going to have to research a new stamp. Okay, so we'll color this now using Bermuda Bay Combo. So I'm going to do a little bit of shading and then I'm going to put those dots in there. I saw that done on the internet and it really is effective. Just to extend those dots that are already on him. To extend them into the rest of him and on the shell. Okay, good layer of the light. Go in and do some shadowing with the dark. And then I'm going to go back with the light and go over top and blend those in. Okay, now just go back with your dark and just put some random dots on his shell, just like that. That's all it takes. Now I'm going to do the same thing with him. I'm going to do him, her, who knows. Uh-oh. Wrong one. Supposed to be light granny apple green. Oh well. You know, sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Enjoy, my new word. My 2021 word. I enjoyed 2020. I didn't have a lot of issues with 2020. Okay, now take the dark, and where his dots already are, I'm going to put a shadow in there. And then because I did that one dark, I'm going to make this one dark too. Just, I like him balanced. Okay, and now go back with the light and just blend in where they meet so that you don't have a harsh line there. Oh, looks funny. I'll go right out to the tail. All right, now we need the dark one again. We're just going to go in there and add a few more dots. Like that. Now, I think the issue is I have the caps on. Oh, I'm going to have to dig up my other set because that's a dark cap. This is a light cap. That's why I'm having issues. Okay, now we're going to die cut this little cutie pie out. Oh, didn't do the heart. Could do it afterwards, but I'll do it while I think about it, because you know, squirrel. Okay, so now this is going to go on here, and see what I mean with the die? It cuts off that. You've got mail. But that's okay. Okay, my washi tape, because I'm live on camera, and you know, things happen. So I'll cut that out. Hey, don't need, oh, I do need that. I forgot, I have to cut two of these little dudes out. Adhesive sheet, again, would have been nice. Maybe I'll just include some adhesive sheet in with your card kits. And you can put your own adhesive sheet on. Oops. Let's take the pieces out of here and put my die away because I don't want it to go walkabouts on me. Okay, let's do some assembling. So I put the blue one down first, but that is because I had a blue envelope. Now this one I've got a green envelope, so I'm going to see which one I want down first. So put the envelope together. So just fold in all the foldy lines. And then glue dot on one of the end flaps. And then fold the end flaps in like that. And then one of these is too short and one of these matches exactly. So I like to use the one that matches exactly for the bottom. There we are. And then put that one, I glued this one closed. So when I started my videos this morning, it was snowing. Now it's raining. It's sort of wet, slushy, ugly stuff out there. Okay. There. So bring the card front in and this kind of like that, and then this one straight there, then the envelope and the dude. Okay, there's that. Or blue, green, envelope, him. Okay, like that way better. All right. So I'm going to pop this side, let me get my pencil, this side of that one up, and it's going to be on there like crooked like this. So in reality, I'm popping up this whole area. So I'm just going to take my pencil and slide it under here and make a line where that is. And do the same thing on this side. So I know now where to put my dimensionals. So that it doesn't overlay on top of those other 3 layers that I have there. Okay. Take the backing off. My card front. It's going to go like this, sort of like that. There. So my dimensionals are only right there. Now the green one, when I put it on, it's going to go flat on this side and then be popped up like this on the other side. So just on that side I'm going to put dimensionals. And one more. There we are. Take the liners off. Right, and I'm going to put just a tiny bit of adhesive there just to hold it so it doesn't flop in the breeze. Okay, so now that has to go straight. There we are. Okay, lost my die cut, dude. Okay. The envelope goes flat. Up here. kind of at a different angle. Then you have the back. And then this, let's go get my pokey tool because these little ones go better with a pokey tool rather than my fat fingers. One in the corner. And because I don't want him to sag, I'll give him a couple more. There we are. All right, so that can go on. I'm going to go on in that corner. I have that envelope up a little higher than I have than this one. And you know, it's Stampin' Seal, so it should come up if I go gently. There we are. Okay, now the present. The present is, give it a quick cut out. Unfortunately, there is no dies for these presents, but that's okay. A little bit of fussy cutting is good. Keeps our hand-to-eye coordination going. And some dimensionals on the back of that. I love this designer paper. It is so fun. People tell me that this is not for them. They like flowers. Well, flowers are good, but you know, especially the year we've had, every once in a while it's nice to get a funky card. This one is definitely funky and whimsical. Okay. Now, I'm going to add some Wink Estella around his eyes, her eyes. And on the envelope. And on the parcel. Wouldn't you love to get a shiny, glimmery parcel like this? There we are. Okay. Now, should have put Tombow on these dudes because there's no adhesive sheet on there, but let's get some on. There's one. There's two. Now the envelope, I'm going to stamp in Granny Apple Green. I'm having things migrate here, there, that's better. Get my Snail Mail, Happy Mail enclosed stamp. Just add it down here. I love this stamp because a lot of times when I send mail out, I write on there, Happy Mail. That's the coolest thing. Okay, now, I did not color this guy on the first one, but let's color him on this one. And I'm going to use the same colors as I did for the one on the front, because this can be Mama and that one can be Baby. And this is Light Pool Party I'm using. Going over it. Make sure I get good inkage. When you use blends, you want them to come through the back like that. Okay, now I'm using the dark, and I'm just going to put some highlights in here. And go back with the light and blend them all in. A lot of times if you get enough ink, you don't have to go back and go over top of them again because they do it automatically because there's lots. So now I'm going to add some dots. Like that. And the body is Granny Apple Green. I'm going to read them first this time. That's dark. I have to go figure out where my other dark cap is. Do a good coating on his body. He looks so cute, this guy. All the stamps. And you know, the January Paper Pumpkin Kit coordinated with this too. So there's another snail stamp in that kit. But of course, you can't get that. You can get refills, maybe. In the next couple of days, we'll find that out. But you can't get the kits anymore. Once they're done, they're done. There. And we'll just go in. Oh, put a little bit up here under his eyeballs. Like that. And we'll blend this in. Pull this down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put the dark cap on the end that I always use, not on the end that I don't use. All right, now we'll just put some dots randomly. Now, if you guys have ever seen the banana slugs we have around here, they have those dots. And I think I'll make the parcel red. There we go. If you're going to color him, make sure you do it before you put it on your card base, because when these leak through, they can leak through 2 layers of cardstock. Okay, so now I took the Granny Apple Green marker. These poor things don't get as much love anymore as they used to. It's going to go around the outside. Now you can sponge too if you want. I would rather do this than sponge. Okay, so get the back card front in, pick up my little mushrooms, get one here, like that, and the other one, like that. There we go. And now we'll put the inside. Then we're all done. There we are. And I've even stamped the back already. So there's, oh, except I didn't put the resin hearts on. I put them out of the way so I wouldn't lose them, and then I completely forgot to use them. And on there. I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one up there. And then we'll put one up here. There we go. Now we're done. So cute. So thanks very much for spending time with me today and creating one of the Snailed It Bundle, or yeah, we didn't use designer paper on this one. The Snailed It Bundle cards. Stamp and smiles, and bye for now.